I'm Wild Esmond with your USFL Championship weekend picks here for Winners and Winers. I'm just part of the stable of broadcasters and sports prognosticators at Winners and Winers that are all trying to make you a better. Remember, hit the bell, like, subscribe, send us your comments, engage with us. We want to hear from you. We want to keep bringing you great picks, and we want to hear what you want to know. So engage with us, let us know. And like I said, like, subscribe so we can keep bringing you all these great picks. Championship game for the USFL this weekend. It's going to air nationwide on Fox Network, 4:30 Eastern, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific time. And I got to say, I got a little lack of confidence going into this championship pick. The playoffs were a bust for me. The Philly Stars had not beaten a team with an above 500 record all season. The New Jersey Generals were one of the best teams in the league, coming in hot. I thought it was going to be a mismatch, and I said, hey, take the -4.5. It's a short price, my friends. And the Generals not only did not cover, they lost to the Stars. What I didn't count on was a couple of things. Number one, the officiating in the game was horrible, and in several places really favored the Stars. This issue of Fox owning the games, owning the season, owning the league, and owning the referees is starting to worry me a little bit. Plus, they have their own betting sites that are allowing betting on the USFL. It's a little bit Fox in the henhouse for me. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but it is making me a little concerned. Some of the calls have been very strange lately. I also didn't count on Mike Riley doing one of the worst coaching jobs in a championship level game in football at any level I've ever seen. He has a good quarterback in Luis Perez, and he kept insisting on bringing in the second quarterback, the running quarterback, DeAndre Johnson, at seemingly random moments in the game. They had to call timeout a couple of times when he did it. They had a couple of busted plays when he did it. And generally, it just was not working. He refused to go away from it. And basically, he killed his own offense all game long. So that's where that went sideways, I think. And then you had the and then you had the other game, the Tampa Bay Breakers and the Birmingham Stallions. When these two teams met in week 8, it was a defensive struggle. The total score of the game was 19 points. It was 10-9 Stallions. Both these teams have really good defenses. I saw this as being similar. And I said, hey, take the Breakers, the dog, plus the 4.5. And they got blown off the field. The Stallions had sort of stumbled their way through the last few games, getting into the playoffs. And now it appears that it was not them getting worse. It was simply a lack of focus. They, from week 6 or 7, were assured a playoff spot. And I think they sort of stepped off the gas. But boy, they stepped on it versus the Breakers. They blew them out. And I lost on that game too. Now, let's get to the championship game and the picks here. On paper, this game is a potential mismatch. The Stallions versus the Stars. The Stallions have a potent offense led by a dominating running game, and the Philly Stars are particularly vulnerable to the run. They surrendered more than 150 yards per game on the ground, and they also allowed the second most points scored of any team in the entire league. The Stallions' defense allows the least yards per game and lead the league in sacks. And oh, by the way, the Stars' offense is pass happy. So you got a team that can run the ball and dominate. You got a team that counts on being able to pass the ball, facing a team with a great defense that leads the league in sacks. It follows then that the Stallions should be able to run the ball, sustain drives, keep the Philly offense off the field, and even when they are the field, limit their success. They got a stout D. They got a running game. The other team can't stop it. But I just have a strange feeling about this game. In terms of the officiating, the breaks, what might happen, weird balls, bounces, I don't know. Voodoo, I don't know what it is. but here's my way around this. I'm going to place 3 bets on this game in descending order of magnitude. Stallions to win on the money line. Right now, I've got it at minus 185. It might be minus 175, minus 150, minus 200, minus 225 by game time. I don't know. And then the under 45.5. One of these teams has a totally dominating defense. I expect they will hold them to maybe 17 points. The Stallions run the ball, so that takes time to score. So I like the under minus 45.5. And then the Stallions might just blow them out. So minus 4.5. So 50% of my stack is going on the Stallions to win, 25% on the under 45.5, and then 25% on the Stallions minus 4.5. I think that's a good way to bet this game. Gives yourself a spread, several opportunities to make money. And if you hit all 3, which is a possibility, say the game ends 24-17, you cover, you get the under, and you get the money line win. I like all of that. So that's my picks. Loud Esmond here for Winners and Whiners for the USFL Championship. Don't forget, you can hear us talk about these picks and NFL news, and we'll do futures and other things on the Steerline broadcast, which airs on the Max Wagers Network, 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. West. You can hear me, Jeremy, Rocky, Christian, the rest of the crew, Friday nights live, also on YouTube, where you can find us on the Steer the Line YouTube network and Steer the Line radio show for those of you in Southern California, KMET Radio 1490, Friday nights live at 5 p.m. I'm Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners. There's your USFL Championship pick. Trying to make you a better.